you everyone. All of you are very close to me and dear artist friends, and I want to especially thank Debbie and Muthukumaraswamy for accepting to come today. And so I don't want to speak much. It's all abstract paintings and semi-abstracts. They speak for themselves. And yes, Debbie can.
Started work at Dakshina Chitra in 2010, and she actually brought in contemporary art to Dakshina Chitra. We hadn't done anything in contemporary art before that, and she said it's time that we show that culture is not static, new ways of looking at the world. So when she came, she was primarily a filmmaker, and during her time in Dakshina Chitra, she did retrospectives of quite a few artists. I'll name them because I forget if I don't look at it. So she did a total retrospective of P. Perumal, Alfonso Das, Veera Santana, Jai Krishna Agarwal, who is from Lucknow, Venkatapati, P.S. Nandan, Srinivasalu, and she compiled books for Vidya Shankar, Stapati, and T.R.P. Mukaya. Mukaya then gave us a beautiful collection. And during her time at Dakshina Chitra, all 11 years, we started with one gallery, Kadambari, and then we opened another gallery, the Vajra Art Gallery. Every month, both galleries were programmed with contemporary artists from the south, primarily from Tamil Nadu. So I think most of you have had exhibitions in Dakshina Chitra. And she's also wonderful in graphics. And we miss her at Dakshina Chitra. But she wanted to be an artist, and she wanted to work full-time on her art. And I can see that she's developed quite a bit. It's from art has evolved. And I love her color and her abstraction. And congratulations, Gita. I'm happy to be here.
I'm happy to be here today for Gita's exhibition. And I found an exhibition, I saw the exhibition for the first time today, just going around. And then she sent me some few of her paintings, images to me, and then I also saw that. One thing that struck me is her color, of course. She's a colorist, like Achudan Kodaluk and maybe, and Adivira Pandya. And these are the colorists here, and she joins the club of the colorists. But I think red is her primary color, and she has already stated in her statement that red is her primary color, or the vibrant color. Robert Burns, was the famous line that red is my love is like a red rose. So red is often associated not with blood and violence, but also with love and vibrancy. In Gita's paintings, I see that they are all very abstract colors, but then the way she brings in the juxtaposition of that makes it very interesting. Some of them are, in one of the paintings there is an ancient women figure decorated, and then that figure is repeated elsewhere in the medieval paintings too. That gives a kind of it jostles you into seeing something like as a poem would startle you, and then just juxtaposition through unrelated things coming together to give you a third meaning. But many of the earlier works, I see that only red, the abstract red. But then the abstract red is full of pinks and blacks and all that. Then suddenly there are two round figures, they're round paintings, they are side by side. And then I was struck by the different styles they have. One is an abstract painting of a flower flying, and then another is a is a woman, which is a figurative art. Where the woman, she is crowned as a queen, if I remember correctly.
I actually had many in my
Really?
Magdalene is what I had.
Really, Magdalene. Oh my goodness. Magdalene, and then there is a flower. This juxtaposition of two different things. And then going around thinking that Gita is very promiscuous. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm saying in terms of styles, in terms of borrowing styles and positioning them. And then there is a very interesting art of putting together the CDs on the paintings. And one painting that particularly struck me is the Gone with the Wind. Gone with the Wind. Gone with the Wind. What is Gone with the Wind is we all know. Love is like a red rose, and then suddenly it is gone with the wind. Where all of these
Pessimistic.
that is the mistake, and then it is gone with the wind already. And then suddenly there is another painting which is full of the CDs, and there is a mirror inside. The mirror inside, suddenly you see it is not only we see the painting, but then the painting stares back at you. That becomes it brings in a performative quality to the painting, which is very admirable, which is very quite good. So I think maybe Gita travels from being an abstract colorist, slowly moves into a postmodern artist. I would say the CDs, bringing in the CDs and all the collections there. Maybe how and why she has put all these CDs together that need to be seen to really find out what exactly.
No, my late husband was a collector of world films.
Okay.
So they've become redundant now today. All the DVDs. I will have to give away, or I don't know. I didn't want to throw them because he really revered them. So I thought, why don't I make art out of it? And that's how the whole thing came, like to keep his collection intact in the form of
I
art.
was just telling you,
So I use
I was thinking, oh my goodness.
So that's the thing. We have a whole collection of world films, and I thought I always like the covers. I don't like to throw them in the cases. You mention a lot of joy. So that's the whole idea behind it. In a way of preserving the DVDs, which people can't. Everything is online. So I thought some film boss would like to put it on the wall, or even I would like to.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
That's
idea. But then putting the mirror inside is
that is films reflect us.
Yes, and then you see your face up to that, and then you get started. That's a very interesting idea. But then you also progressed from flowers and abstractions too.
Bit of this.
But that is the one who draws on these round paintings, but the abstractions. In a way, I think we have changed the nature of the red color. Red we often associate with the warm, the vibrant, violence, and of course it has become mellowed down with the abstractions, and then flowers inside, and then the pinks and the blacks adding to the texture of those paintings. It's very interesting to look at. Thanks for the
Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the show. I want to remember a few artist friends who kind of, traveled with me and seen me. Shyam Kumar was my very first artist friend in Chennai. And then Natesh, of course, then Achyutan Kurulu, Veera Santanam, all of them, I really miss them. And because they have given me a lot of inputs of which direction to take, but the one thing they all said was keep working. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm really happy to see you all today at this exhibition. Enjoy the show.
ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா இருந்துச்சு என்டர் ஆனதும். ஐ ஃபெல்ட் உள்ள வந்த உடனே ஒரு சன்ரைஸ் சன்செட்டோட ஃபீலிங்கோட தான் நான் உள்ள வந்தேன். ஆனால் இங்கே ஒன்லையும் டைட்டில் அன்டைட்டில் மோஸ்ட் ஆஃப் த ஆர்டிஸ்ட் they put untitled, so here no title as well as no untitled. So அப்போ கீதாவை நான் இப்படியெல்லாம் பார்க்க முடியுது. ஸோ ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா இருந்தது. என்னோட ஃப்ரீடத்தில் நான் இப்படி பார்க்க முடியும். ஸோ இந்த ஆக்டர்ஸுங்கும்போது நம்ம நவரசா ஃபீல் பண்ணுவோம். ஸோ இங்கே நிறைய அந்த கலர்ஸோட எக்ஸ்ப்ளோர் பண்ணியிருக்கிறத ரொம்ப பார்க்க முடியுது. அதே போல் முத்துக்குமாரசாமி சொன்னது சிடி அந்த ஏரியாவுக்கு போயிட்டு அதுக்கப்புறமா எல்லா ஆர்டிஸ்டையும் அவங்க எவ்வளோ கலெக்ட் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. ஒரு ஆர்டிஸ்டாக அவங்க தனியாக நான் பெயிண்டர் அப்படின்னு இல்லாமல் மற்ற பெயிண்டர்ஸ் எல்லாரையும் நம்ம ஒரு கொஞ்ச நேரம் பார்க்க முடியுது. அப்போ அவங்களுக்குள்ளேயும் நம்ம ட்ராவல் பண்ணுறது ஒரு ஆர்டிஸ்ட்டுக்கு ஒரு முக்கியமான வேலை, இது ரொம்ப கடமைன்னு நான் நினைக்கிறேன். ஏன்னா சில பேர் இருக்காங்க, சில பேர் இல்லை. ஆனால் அவங்களோட ஒர்க் என்னங்கிறத தெரியாத என்ன மாதிரி தெரியாதவங்களுக்கு இந்த இடத்துல கொஞ்ச நேரம் ஒரு மெடிடேட்டிவாக பார்க்க முடியுது. ஸோ இந்த ஸ்பேஸ் யூஸ்வலாக ஒரு இடத்துக்கு போகும்போது அந்த டார்க் ஷேட் இல்லாட்டி அவங்க ஆர்டிஸ்டோட வேற ஒரு ஷேடு கிடைக்கும். இங்கே ரொம்ப ஹாப்பியாக ஒரு அம்மா வீட்டுக்கு வந்த மாதிரி ஒரு தேங்க்யூ.
My name is Gita Hudson. I'm an artist based in Chennai. I also make documentaries on various artists, mainly Tamil Nadu artists, and also some international artists. So documentary is also part of my work. So I combine my paintings along with my short films. So the short films are re-edited. Around 25 artists speak, and that is running in the next room. And I am exhibiting, this is like kind of 2 years of work. It's in my signature style, the crimson colors and architecture, women, those sort of themes, and mostly in earth tones. About my style of works, and most of them are abstract, some of them semi-abstracts, and I've also tried out temples and some of the things that I've not tried out before, like there are blacks and pinks and those sort of paintings. I did a series of them. Generally I like to do a series of works, not just one painting. If I do abstracts, then I'd like to do a series of them. For instance, these circular paintings, I just thought why not, and it's one series I did. So this show is like it will be a learning experience, because when in the studio everything is like stacked one against the other. You don't even kind of see them in proper light. And I thought after a months and 2-3 years of working, I thought it should all reach the gallery. Transit is like an outing for the paintings to another area, and then the paintings might go back to the studio or go back to add on different houses. So that's the title, Transit. Basically out of the studio space, and rest of the works, I mean, I don't want to speak much, but I just want people to have a visual treat. Sometimes the common man doesn't understand abstract art, and they keep asking a lot of questions. One has to develop a visual culture to enjoy these things. It's like how you walk in a garden and enjoy the different hues and colors. It's a similar feeling I want people to get when they walk in. And also, it's about the turmoil world around. It's about the inner turmoil of the artist, and it's also about beauty on another level. So I worked on different layers, and when you have some personal tragedy, then without our knowledge it gets converted onto the canvas, and then you choose certain colors when you're mourning, and when you're in a very, I wouldn't call happy, I don't like to use the word happy, when you're in a very vibrant mood, then vibrant paintings turn out on your canvas. So it's just a journey, and I'm a traveler, and I'm discovering and rediscovering and learning every day.